You guys are coming down the home stretch, heading into the playoffs. What's the environment like around your team right now? I mean, you guys got a taste of the playoffs. Now you guys have moved yourself up to the 2 seed in the Western Conference. What's the vibe and energy like around the team right now?
We're super focused. We're thankful that we're the 2 seed. We don't take it for granted, but like we're reflecting a little bit like, man, good job. Like I'm glad we're in this comfortable position because last year we were fighting for playing and every game was
Mm,
not stressful, but you just were thinking about it a lot. And now we're just kind of thinking about putting ourselves in the best position, but knowing that we're most likely going to be in there. We're also knowing how much we got to lock in and understand this is new for us. Like having a target on your back is new. Having people look at you, you're not surprising anybody. No one's happy for you. You're not happy for a 1 or 2 seed. You don't care. You're just trying to knock them off. So I mean, just us knowing that, us locking in every game, trying to be there for each other because it's new to all of us. So we're trying to,
right.
like, I'm trying to make sure my dog over here is good so he can make sure someone else is good. So everybody can lean on each other because you don't want to feel like, you just don't want to feel like you're lost out there in a new space. So, and just making sure they're locked in. Like, if we're not in the plan, then we get a week off. Just making sure we keep that focus and keep our energy and practice is important. You know how the league go. League practice, we ain't even practicing that much. So the practices we have now, we actually practice pretty hard today. Very important. Like every practice is important. We're learning every rep is important just to get our chemistry up. Guys in and out of the lineup.
You're one of these new stretch fours that can shoot threes and get to the basket, finish, do it all, but you're also someone who leads across a majority of the defensive categories all season. Where did that defensive mindset, or when did that defensive mindset click in and really know when did you make that a part of your game?
Yeah, I always had it. It's just guards got better. When I was really young, like I would just let a guard go to the rim so I could block it because guards only knew one hand side layups, like one hand to use. They had no game, no flair. And then as we got older, they start getting some tricky shit. And then I had to get better on my end and but what helps for me is like I work on a lot of the things guards work on. So I start to remember how I would want to shoot a shot against me. Like I start to think about that when a guard's driving. I'm like, all right, if a guard's driving, I know he's not coming all the way. I know he's about to shoot this floater. So I'm about to jump even earlier. So I jump even earlier and then I know he's about to ball fake. So I'm just not biting yet and then try to jump and time it right. And it's a whole game. It's like a chess match. And I think I really picked it up this year, like being able to play against Gobert in the playoffs last year as a five more really kind of gave me a test on how to be like an anchor. And you got to talk. It's a lot of talk. It's direction. You can see everybody. You're just trying to give instructions. And at the end of the day, like your gifts are cool, but like you shouldn't just think about blocking a shot because then it takes you out of everything else. The block is like the last piece. Like if you block it, cool, but you're supposed to make it tough on everybody. You're supposed to make it hard. These are great players. So I mean, if you're in the league, you're nice. You're gonna make some shots. You just gotta make it hard. And if I block it, cool. But I'm growing all the time. I grew year to year. Like my arms is growing, so that also helps. Can't lie.
You mentioned earlier your teammate has been very outspoken as far as he thinks you should be defensive player of the year. Do you think you're defensive player of the year?
Of course I do. Yes,
Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
100%. I think
State your case right now. If for the world's about to hear this. State your case to why you think you're defensive player of the year.
yeah. I mean, first off, always back yourself. Period. If you don't get that, you don't get it. Second, I mean, I just think the things I have to do besides blocking shots are what separates me from people who be blocking shots. Like I have to, my responsibility isn't just that. It just so happens that I'm very good at that. But I'm able to switch on the guards, contain. I'm able to just be a presence other than blocking a shot to change a shot. My timing, I think, is just better on trying to time the type of blocks I'm getting are on ball. It's not just a guard shooting a layup and not knowing I'm there. I'll block a shot in the half court on ball and just figure it out myself while guarding a dude who's shifty and all that type of thing. As well as what my responsibilities are on offense and what I've had to do offensively this year. I mean, it's just been picked up, especially, I mean, there was a time when Ja was out for a little bit. and everybody had to pick up their stuff. And
Hmm.
I mean, that just puts a lot of stress. Sometimes when you have more offensive duties, your defense can slack off, and you might not be there mentally for that. You might just think it's about scoring for a second, but that never happened to me. If anything, my defense just picked up, and I was just able to do more. I was just more active. Um, and all the analytics and all that stuff, that's cool, but that's for everybody else. That's not my job. At the end of the
Right.
day, that's cool to hear and see. I'm just out there to do whatever I can to win, and we've won games. I think what I've done has impacted winning. So that's another difference than like previous years when we weren't really winning as many games. We're still in games and doing what we got to do, but now we're a 2 seed, and no one thought we were going to be that. So
Right. Okay, they might take that in consideration. We'll have to see.
I
Wishing you the
hope,
best of
man.
luck. Yeah,
Yeah,
wishing you the best of luck on that.